Uh, uh, let- we read we read prompt billing, prompt invoicing, and taxes yesterday. Today's topic we're going to talk about uh, let's say scheduling. Okay. So scheduling is something that is we will run the billing and invoicing at a particular schedule. Not whenever we'll receive the bit, we will not going to run the billing and invoicing. A particular scheduling will be followed. Then on that particular billing date and or invoicing date, it will be billed and invoiced. Okay. So first, let's see scheduling concept from the PPT. Then we'll get into the system and configure it. Okay, so see here it says that billing and invoicing, configuring scheduling. Consider the following case: a company has two types of customer: prime customers and secondary customers. Okay, some VIP customers and some regular customers. The prime customers have large volume of bits, hence to avoid the load, that they decide to run billing process every day and summarize bits based on the date of origin of bit. So for prime customer, there is no scheduling. Every day, whatever bits will be received, they will be billed and invoiced. No scheduling. The secondary customers, all bits up to 13th of the month are collected together and billed on 15th of the month. Okay, so up to 13th, they will be whatever transactions have taken place up to 13th of the month, they'll be billed and invoiced on 15th. And what about the ones which will be what about the transactions which belongs to after 13th? Who is joining? Ravi. Okay. So here it is going to be the schedule. So first to no, it is not mentioned here. Let's see. Let's go through. It is not properly written. So up to 13th, first to 13th, it will be billed on 15th of the month. Okay. We will define one sub process for primary customer. It is not mentioned here. Let me go to the next slide. Here it is mentioned here. Uh, Up to 13th, it will be billed on 15th of the month. And here the second rule is up to 31st, it will be billed on 15th of the next month. Okay, this is the requirement. So if I show this in an Excel, okay, so first to 13th will be transaction date, billing date. First to 13th Jan will be invoiced on 15th Jan, and then 14th to 14th Jan to 31st Jan plus 1st Feb to 13th Feb will be built on 15th Feb. Okay, here's a requirement, that is billing cycle will run on every 15th, and whenever it will run, it will consider all the transaction till the 13th of that month. Okay, so 1st to 13th Jan will be invoiced or will be billed on 15th Jan, and on the second cycle, next cycle, that is on February cycle, it will consider all the invoices, all the transaction between 14th Jan to 13th Feb. Okay, so just 2 days gap will be given. On 15th, it will not consider 14 and 15. It will consider till couple of days back, that is till 13th. Okay, different. Just this is just an example. It can be. It may not be not that may not be that complicated. It can be simple like mm, first to 31st will be invoiced on first of the next month. Simple. It can be as simple as that, or it can be billed on 31st of the next month. Okay, so whatever are the requirement for which, I mean, we can use the scheduling. This is called bill schedule. Similarly, we can do this in case of invoicing as well. Okay, that is termed as invoicing schedule. Okay, so that is called scheduling. So first we'll learn billing schedule, then we'll learn invoicing schedule. Okay, so let's go to the system and configure this. IKMG, convergent invoicing, basic functions, and we have scheduling here. Okay, so first we'll configure bill cycle. Let me see if this one is needed. Oh, sorry. First we'll configure a schedule. Okay, so scheduling, we'll configure two scheduling, one for daily, one for monthly. No, I think that is the next one. This is just a schedule that we are going to assign to the CA master. So I'll create a new schedule, Z102. Let's call it Z102. We are going to run the billing on, say, with this consideration, 15th of the month. Save. Okay, scheduling, I have just created nothing, just create the scheduling. Next, define bill cycle. Here we'll define two bill cycle, one for daily and one for monthly. Okay, so I can copy these two, or I can create a fresh. Let me copy. Okay, so copy. So ZC30 is copied as C102 daily billing. Okay, it is valid till this date. We'll call it Z102 daily billing, valid till this date. Here in we have the frequency. Here you can choose daily versus monthly. So it is daily every n days, and here you put the value of n. That is every 1 day the daily will happen. So this is the scenario of prime customer, where we have huge number of customer and we want to run daily billing. Okay, because if I wait for the month end, then there will be huge load into the system. So it's better to uh, run the daily billing. This is an example of when I talk about the toll plaza. In the toll system, daily so many vehicles passes. It's better to clear the backlog of every day. Else on the month end there will be huge. Okay, so it's daily billing, and here we have the rule start date of the billing cycle of the contract account. Okay, so when I'm going to start, so you'll see in the billing cycle in the CA master there will be a field called billing cycle, and we can put a billing cycle date. Okay, so it will start from that date, and then we can overwrite whatever is mentioned in the CA master. Okay, that flexibility I have added here. So this is one. This is for daily billing. Hit enter and copy the second one. I'll call it Z103. Here I'll call it Z102 monthly bill cycle. Okay, same here. Instead of daily, I'll call it monthly. So previously it was TN. Now I have chosen M1. Okay, I can choose MN also. Same thing. Okay, so uh, M1 is monthly, and in if I choose MN, if I choose MN, then here I can put a figure like every 1 month, 2 months, 3 months. Okay, so directly I have chosen M1. Then same concept, start date of contract account and can be overwritten. Okay, so two bill cycles I have configured. These bill cycles I will assign to the CA master. So Z102, sorry, Z102 is for daily billing and Z103 is for monthly billing. Save. For daily billing, no scheduling is needed. Okay, for monthly billing only, the scheduling will be followed. So this is done. Next here we have rating dates. Okay, rating we are not doing right now. That is consumption items. We'll do that later. So straight away, I'm going to enter rules for determining billing date. Here we will do all the logic. Okay, so come inside and create new entry Z102. Now here we get the concept of baseline date. So baseline date is a date from which we are going to consider. Okay, so baseline date meaning in this example I have told you that transaction from 1st Jan to 13th Jan. Okay, this is the baseline date. Okay, so we will consider, say I have written that um transact T plus 5 days billing will happen. Okay, so say up to 10th it will be billed on 15th. Now up to 10th, that means which date? Baseline date. Okay, baseline date up to 10th. I mean 10th is the baseline date. So how to determine the baseline date? Baseline date can be anything, can be the, transaction date, can be creation date, can be bit upload date. Okay, that's how here also different dates are mentioned. Baseline date from external transfer. Okay, it can come from external, from CC or any other system. We are getting the bits. Date of creation of billable item, that is whenever we are getting the billable item. Okay, next, date of origin of billable item. You'll see there is a field called date of origin that can be considered. Start of business period, end of business period, like that. Different item can be chosen as baseline date. On the baseline date, the logic will be applied, like up to 13th. Up to 13th means billable item creation date up to 13th, or origin date up to 13th, or baseline date. Okay, so we'll choose baseline date. Then we have here cycle based. Okay, in this is related to CA master cycle. Okay, just choose non-cycle, not cycle based. That is, we are not going ahead with any cycle based. Then here we enter the rule that Z102 15th of the month. Okay, click on save. Now we'll add the logic to the rule. Select, go to the calculation rule, click on new entry. Now here, up to which date? Up to 13th. Okay, up to 13th it will be invoiced on 15th. Okay, and here we can follow a calendar. Say 15th is a holiday, we want to correct the due date. Yes, if you want, you can add the calendar US calendar, and here if you keep it blank, then it will correct. Okay, if you keep it blank, use the work day following the non-work day. Okay, so if 15th happens to be a Saturday, then 16th 17th will be used as the invoice or billing date. Right now we are doing billing scheduling, next we'll do invoicing scheduling. Okay, so blank means correct it. One means here also it will correct, but the previous one, that is if 15th is a Saturday, it will use 14th being the Friday. Okay, and two means do not correct. Even if 15 is a holiday, the billing date will be 15th only. Okay, so we will put blank, that is no, correct. Okay, do the correction. So this rule will be scheduled in two part. Okay, first part is done, that is up to 13th it will be billed on 15th. Then there will be one more rule. Go back, click on new entry. Next, 31st, up to 31st, it will be invoiced on 15th of the following month. Okay, one additional month. And here we add the calendar ID and save. Okay, so the logic is, sh- uh, uh, I mean, the logic is added here. Now let's validate whether the scheduling is properly configured or not. Okay, click on simulate and we can validate. Now 21st of Jan will be invoiced on 15th of Feb, because up to 13th will be invoiced on that date. Beyond 13th will be invoiced on the 15th of the following month. Okay, so let's simulate and we should get 15th of February, unless 15th Feb is a holiday. Okay, click on simulate. It is taking 18th of February. Let's see, 15th of February is a Saturday, so it has skipped 15, it has skipped 16. It Monday, 17th February, why did it skip? Hang on, it should not skip 17th. Let me see if 17th is also a holiday. Let's see.
It's a federal holiday in US.
Oh, it's a President's Day. Yeah, maybe that is a federal holiday only. Did you get a holiday yesterday? Martin Luther King Day? Anit,
Yes,
Mahesh?
yes,
Oh,
yes.
you got. Okay, okay.
Today is the day, no? Both
Oh, acha,
oath,
it's
oath,
20th there.
yeah, yeah. Oath taking and both happen one day.
Okay, okay, good, good. So that's why it's a holiday. 17th is President's Day or Federal Day. That's why it chose 18th of February. Okay, so let me use something else. Say, let me use 21st of 11th of January. Here we expect that 15th of January will be the bill date, or if 15th is a holiday, maybe 16th or 17th will be the bill from date. Okay, let's simulate. Okay, 15th January is not a holiday, so it has taken, so it's middle of the week, so it has taken 15th. So the scheduling is working fine. Okay, you can put any date, and you can, see, it is 15th. Say I'm talking about February. Okay, 1st February. It should be 15th. It should be 18th of February. Okay, so simulate. It is taking 18th of February. So whatever date you want to do, you can schedule. You can simulate. Okay. So my scheduling is working fine. I talked about one more thing. So I talked about this one. Okay. I'll also configure this one. Let's configure this one as well. So Z103, Z102, copy and put here Z103. I'll call it first of the next month. No, no, I'm not copying. I would like to create new entry. Z103, first of the next month. Wasteland date, not cycle based. Okay. Save. Go to Z103, go to calculation rule. Here I don't have to do two steps. Okay. In one shot, in one step itself, we'll be able to create the rule. So date up to 31st will be invoiced on first of the next month. Follow US calendar and do not, and correct, blank means correct. Okay, then I save it. Then I can simulate. So let's see, if I simulate, 21st will be invoiced on first of February, unless it's a holiday. Okay, simulate 3rd of February. So 1st of February must be a holiday, so first and second are holiday. Okay, so this is also working fine. Now say I don't want to correct the holiday. Okay, put 2 here. Save. Now if I simulate, it will pick 1st Feb. Even though first Feb is a holiday, it will still pick first Feb. Why? Because I have turned off the workday correction, non-workday correction. Or at the same time, if I want to correct the non-workday as a prior day, okay, that is 31st. Now it will pick maybe 31st. If 31st is a Saturday, then maybe 30th. Okay, now I'm telling that correct the non-work day as the previous day. Okay, now let's see, saved. Now I'll simulate. Let's see which date will it pick. 31st. 31st is the last. 31st Jan is the last working day, so we'll get our salary on 31st only. Good. Salary Fridays are the best. Last day, if it happens to be a Friday, or even if it's a weekend, that is also good. We don't have to work on that date and we get the salary. Anyway, so here you see we put that correct the non-work day one day prior. So my non-work day happens to be on Saturday. So here it has corrected to 31st. Okay. And if you don't need this, no, don't need the correction, just remove the calendar. Okay, and you save every month, it will be first of the next month only. Okay, simulate every month, first of the next month. Okay, so two types of scheduling I have configured. The first one is every month 15th of the month it will be invoiced, and it will consider the transaction till 13th of that month. This is the That was the first rule, and that was overlapping, so I have configured in two step. Okay, and the second one is simple. uh, every month's invoice will be invoiced on the next first of the next month, or we can do 31st of that month also. So if you want that, so you can put 31st and here blank. Okay, save. Now you can simulate. This one will be invoiced on 31st of 31st of January. Okay, 31st of January, put any date, say last year, randomly say 15th December 2024, 31st December of 2024. Okay, so I'll revert the changes because I have put the name something else first of the next month. So I'll revert back to first of the first of the next month. Save. Okay, this is useful. I mean, for salary payment also, this is also useful. So uh, generally what happens in my previous organizations, up to my previous organizations, the pay scale payment was like that only, that up to 31st of that month will be paid on 31st itself. Okay, but in my current company, the requirement is, I mean, this is how they pay: first to 26th they will pay on 31st. Okay, again 20 in that month, 27, 28, 29, 30, 31, plus the next month's 26, they pay again on next month's 31st. Okay, so they pay based on the timesheet till 26th in my current organization. Whatever value I put in the timesheet, not a monthly timesheet, up to 26th they are considering. Okay, so the cycle, in the timesheet cycle also, it is like that only. Up to 26 they will consider and they'll pay. Again, when they pay next month, they'll consider 26th of that month, and the last 4 or 5 or 6 days of the previous month they will consider. Okay, so scheduling is done. Two scheduling I have configured. One is first of the next month, and 15th of the, not only next month, it is always 15th of the month. I'll put 15th of the month. Okay, there is no next. 15th of the month. Okay, so two scheduling is done. Next I have to assign the scheduling. Okay, assign rules for determining the billing date. Come here and here, click on new entry. Okay, my scheduling is Z102. I created first Z102. My billing cycle, I'll take the monthly one. Okay, Z103, monthly bill cycle. For daily, I told you there is no scheduling. Every day's bit will come, they'll be invoiced. There is no restriction, there is no holding up. Everything will be invoiced. Monthly ones will need like that. Z103, monthly bill cycle. My sub process is Z102. Z102 billing sub process. Bit type, I'll not distinguish. All my bits will be invoiced, billed using this scheduling, and the rule is Z102, which is 15th of the month. Okay, that is the one that is mentioned in the deck. That is up to 13th will be invoiced this month. Beyond 13th will be invoiced next 15th. Okay, this is done. Now I have to modify my CA master. Okay, then I'll do the end user part, and before the end user part I'll remove the prompt billing, prompt invoicing, because now that we have scheduling in place, the prompt billing and prompt invoicing will not work. Okay, because I have told the system that I mean, it will wait for a certain number of days, then the billing and invoicing will happen. Okay, I mean, billing will happen, invoicing I'll do later. After first we do the billing scheduling, then we'll do the invoicing. Invoicing also can happen, can have a scheduling. Ideally, billing will not have an impact. Billing is internal. Okay, we may not have any scheduling in billing, but during invoicing, at least we need the scheduling, because invoice will create an outgoing correspondence. Okay, I'll in print a letter will be sent to the customer. That's why invoicing is necessary. Billing can be, we can do at our own space, own pace. Okay, so now I'll go to the CA master slash OC882. Mine is 6615 na? Jasprit Bumrah. Yeah. Now I'll go to the convergent invoicing tab. Now here, in order to work the way it will work, so I'll add this information. So my scheduling will be Z102. I'll go to the scheduling. I'll assign Z102 scheduling. Okay, my bill cycle will be Z103. Here I'll put a bill cycle of Z103, and that's fine. And remember, in the bill cycle I have mentioned that start date, so I'll put a start date here, say 01/01/2020. Okay, and I'll save it. I did this because I have mentioned that the rule will follow only the scheduling is Z102 and the bill cycle is Z103. Okay, else the rule will not get followed. Okay, so also you can put maybe if you don't want to put it based on scheduling, because here CA master edit is required. Okay, because these two are dependent. You can click on go to and select keys. If you don't want to depend on these two, you can uncheck scheduling and bill cycle. Okay, just sub process based you can do. That means all CA masters which will be invoiced, I mean where the billing invoicing will happen using our sub process, they will follow the rule. Okay, but here I have bifurcated because all CA master will not be invoiced on the monthly basis. Some of them will be invoiced on billing daily basis. So those ones which will be invoiced daily basis, they will have Z102 bill cycle, which was daily bill cycle. Only for the monthly ones, I am bifurcating, I am distinguishing. Okay, only for the monthly ones we will do like this. Okay, so I'm not removing. Now this is fine. Now let's see the end user part, that is whether this billing cycle is working or not. Okay, so let's generate the bits. Okay, first I'll remove the prompt billing, prompt invoicing. Billable item, billable item management. Define sub process of billing. Sorry, assign sub process to classes. Here Z102. I'll remove the bill cycle. I'll remove the prompt billing. Okay, save. That is, it will not be billed right away. And again, if I try to bill it right away, it will not work. Okay, because it has to wait for a till a certain date. I have removed the prompt billing. Now I'll remove the prompt invoicing also. Go to billing, billing process. My billing process is Z102. Z102, get inside sub process, remove the invoicing process. Okay, so prompt invoicing is also removed. Now let's generate a bit, and I'll show you the end user part. /o AC38 RFKK Bixbit sample, execute. Okay, load our variant Z102 bits here. So based on this, the billing cycle will be decided. Okay, so baseline date we have chosen. Let me show you. We have chosen external system. Okay, baseline date. Where did I configure these basic functions, scheduling, enter rule for determining billing date. Okay, so here I have chosen Z102 baseline date from external transfer. Okay, so this one means external transfer means where I'm getting from, like who is sending me, like for example here CC is my external system, or any other third party charging system will be my external system. So till to date, okay, up to this date, from here it will derive the uh, baseline date. Okay, let's validate. So with this I'm going to execute now only
So
billing.
how this from date to date is deriving here?
Here I have manually, in the variant I have manually done that this transaction belongs to entire December. Okay, I can manually do here, but when the CC will send me, CC will send me from date and to date. Okay, so since I don't have connectivity with any CC system here, so I'm creating manually, assuming these dates were pushed from CC. But here I'm doing manually, so I put the dates here. Okay,
Okay,
so
in the live system,
this will
these
be
dates.
pushed from CC.
Okay.
They will populate. Okay, so
Okay.
my baseline date is date will be 30/12/24. Okay, let's click on the billable item. My baseline date is 30/12/2024, but my bill from date is 15/1. Remember, we have configured, we have told the system that uh, 15th of the month, and here for 31st 12 the bill from date will be 15th of the month, 15th of the next month. Okay, remember, up to 13th it will be invoiced in that month only. Beyond 13th, I mean up to 13th it will be it will be billed on 15th of that month only. Beyond 13 it will be billed on 15th of the next month. So this 32 31 is beyond 13 1 3. That's why the bill from date it has automatically derived as 15th. On the contrary, if I generate another billable item, say here I generate a billable item, say from 10/12 till 10 10th of January to 10th of December to 10th of January. Okay, now here my baseline date is below 13th, so I expect that my baseline date will be this only, but I expect that my bill from date will be 15th of January. Previously it was 31st December, 31st December, that's why it was 15th of January. Sorry, it was 31st December, that's why it was 15th of January. Now okay, okay, let me do something. Say I'll do it, say it is 15th of January. Okay, say 15th December to 15th January. Now here my bill from date I'm expecting it to be 15th of February, because this is above 13th. Okay, because 15th Jan's date it will not take, it will take 15th Feb date. Okay, let's validate this. My till date, my baseline date is 15th of Jan. That means it will be invoiced on, I think, 18th of Feb, because we just saw 15, 16, 17, 18 are holidays in February. So I'm expecting my bill from date will be 18th of Feb. Let's validate. Okay, so I'll execute. Billable item is generated. Okay, it has taken 18th of Feb. Okay, I hope you guys are following. If not, just let me know. I will again explain the bill from date derivation.
Yeah,
It is taking from the,
can you repeat, Samadhan?
okay. So here is a logic. Up to 13th Jan, it will take 15th Jan, and beyond 13th Jan, that is up to 13th Feb, it will take 15th Feb. Here in this example, I have taken 15th of Jan. 15th of Jan means it belongs to this period. 14th Jan to 13th Feb. Okay, 15th Jan means it is here, around here. Okay, that's why it has taken 15th of Feb. The previous one, which one I loaded, that was 31st of Jan. 31st of Jan means it belongs here, right? Sorry, 31st of December. It was 31st of December. So here 15 Jan means it will consider 14th December to 13th Jan. It will consider on 15th Jan. So when I put 31st December, it belongs to this period. That's why the billing date was determined as 15th Jan. Okay. For example, you tell me any date here, any baseline date. Mahesh, you tell me any date.
12/1.
Okay, 12th of Jan 2025. Okay.
Yeah.
So now what you tell me, what should be the bill from date?
We should be 15th Jan.
15th Jan. Okay. Let's validate. It's coming 15th Jan or not. So execute billable item. It is taking 15th Jan. Okay. So whatever we simulated earlier, we simulated the same thing is happening in the end in the bit uploads screen. Okay, same bill from date is taken. Now again bill from date is saying 15 Jan. That means I cannot bill it before 15 Jan. Okay, so when the billing
What is meaning of this date of origin?
date of origin will also be sent by CC team, and we have not decided the billing baseline date based on date of origin. This option is also available. You can determine the baseline date based on origin date also. Okay, date of origin. So here I have chosen baseline date from external transfer. That is my external system. Whatever baseline date it is sending me, that I will consider. But if I could have chosen creation date, then this it will pick 21st Jan. 21st Jan means invoicing billing date will be 18th Feb. Okay. If I choose creation date, I cannot change it. Okay. Every time it will take 21, and every time the billing date will be 18th of February. And similarly, date of origin, if CC sends me different date of origin from that, if I would have chosen date of origin as my baseline date, then it will decide based on date of origin. Right now it is deciding based on baseline date. Okay, you can do it. This bill from date can be derived based on baseline date, based on date of origin, based on created on. Okay, any three can, I mean, one out of these three can determine my baseline date. The baseline date meaning the date which will be considered as transaction date, and then it will consider this 15th or next 15th. Okay.
So the date of origin will be similar to baseline date always, or sometimes it will change.
It can be different also.
Okay.
Okay, different things. Like like I just spoke a Bengali word. My bad. Sorry. For example, this toll plaza. It can be T+1, T+2. Okay, that is transaction plus one. That is yesterday's transaction will be sent to us today, or it can be day before yesterday's transaction can be sent to us. Accordingly, they can put the date of origin, and here we can consider that which one we will choose: date of origin or baseline date or creation date. Okay, so I have chosen here baseline date. Okay, Mahesh.
Thank you so much.
Okay. Subhadra, these things are all coming as an arrears